Hey, we're back. So we got our new equipment, and right after that, a bit of sickness fell upon our house. So we weren't able to do any talking without an explosion of coughing. So we're going to try to do this video without coughing. I'm pretty excited about it, but exciting things to come. Today's video is going to be about friendship. We have a video coming up about being the parent of a suicidal child and a couple of eating disorder videos to come. So exciting things, and we have a new website that is in the works. Almost done, really excited about it. It is coming together, some lovely photography in there, and then different things you can click on, learn about, things like that. Very excited. I'll link below when things are ready, or we'll have another video come out talk about the new things as they come. But today's video is about friendship. But first, how beautiful am I in my new Schizophrenic NYC t-shirt? I've been studying a lot of different things over the years as far as mental health goes. I am not schizophrenic, and I don't know anybody who is, and so all of the things that I've learned about schizophrenia, I've learned from two places. I've learned from a site called Students with Schizophrenia. I believe they are now called Students with Psychosis. Apologies if I'm butchering that. The other site is Schizophrenic NYC, which is where I got this beautiful shirt. They have other really cool shirts, pillboxes, leggings, so cool things. Very excited about it. I got this and I got another shirt, so maybe you'll see the other shirt in another video. We'll see how it goes. But feeling very styling today. So today's video is about friendship because I joined a group for this learning experience, and a different learning experience. It was a Mel Robbins thing. You know, I like all things Mel Robbins. And there was a Facebook group, and I've noticed just in my general Facebook feed and in groups that I've been in, post after post after post after post after post of people saying they are feeling lonely, they feel like they don't have any friends, they haven't kept in touch with the friends that they've had, and they don't know how to make friends. And as an adult, it's kind of hard and kind of weird to make friends. Like, when you're a kid, you're kind of stuffed into a schoolyard with a whole bunch of other kids, and nobody really knows each other, and everybody kind of makes friends. But it's difficult as an adult. So I have been very, very blessed in my adult life to have really amazing friends, and quite a few of them. Volume is here and there. Some people thrive on having a whole bunch of friends. Some people are more into just having really good quality friendships as opposed to the volume. I coincidentally have quite a few people who are just really great friends. If you're watching this, you're probably one of them, so I love you, thank you, and just really grateful to have such wonderful people in my life. So I've decided to compile this video of just things that have worked for me as far as making friends and building friendships and things like that. So steps, first step is meet people. Most sites and most advice columns, motivational speakers, whatever, they all kind of say the same thing as about meeting people, is you got to go somewhere where there are people, and things like classes, religious groups, book clubs, sports, all kinds of things that are out there. I cannot recommend volunteer work enough. With volunteer work, first of all, you are meeting people who are interested in the same things as you are. It's also very rewarding. You're making an impact on the world. You're making the world a better place. And I definitely recommend. I recommend doing volunteer work for anybody, just in general. I think it's healthy. I think it does so much for you as a person. I can't say enough good things about volunteer work. Plenty of great places to volunteer, but you also get to meet people that are also interested in the same things. Next step, get to know people. Find out what's important to them. Find out what they're passionate about. Find out about their families. And check in. Ask how everybody's doing. And hopefully they'll check in with you and show that they care about you. When you get a feel for people who you feel like you have a connection with and that you want to get to know better, then work feeding the relationship. In my experience, I have found that if I feel like I have a connection with somebody and that we have the potential to have a really great friendship, I find that generally the feeling is mutual. It's not 100%, but for the most part, I feel like most people connect pretty much on the same level. And if you feel like you connect with somebody and they don't feel the same way, catch the next person. There's a lot of people out there. Highly recommend respecting people's boundaries. Boundaries are important. You want people to respect your boundaries. You need to respect people's boundaries. I have discovered in friendships where some of my friends are a little bit more shy, we've formed a better friendship just because we're able to respect each other's boundaries. I am a person that very much needs my boundaries to be respected. And along with that, you want to be patient because some friendships take longer than others. Some friendships, you come together like drops of water and you connect and it works. And some friendships take a little more time. In my experience, things that are easily made can also be easily broken. And the same way, a friendship that is not necessarily easily made, one that you put effort into and work, it's also not easily broken. And having friendships that are not easily broken is huge because you want to have the support of your friends. You want people who have your back. You want to be there for them too. And so that's important. Keep in touch outside of social media is another big one. I love social media. Because of social media, I've been able to keep in touch with people that I otherwise would have lost contact with a long time ago. And I love seeing them and watching their families grow and thinking about all the fun things that they do, all the exciting things that they do. I have a lot of brilliant people, really fun people in my life, and I just really love social media. But if you want to have a friendship with somebody, quite often you also need to connect outside of social media. I know a lot of people have a allergy to talking on the phone, but talking on the phone really helps with that connection. And spend time together. There's a wide variety of things you can do. I mean, there's always coffee and there's always lunch, things like that. That's easy to do. You can always call and say, hey, let's get some lunch sometime. It's been a while. But it doesn't always have to be a money and or food thing. There are plenty of fun, free things to do as well. And so I know what it's like to be in a situation where people are like, hey, let's get together, let's go out. And they're like, kind of broke right now. Not feeling well. Maybe I'll catch you guys next time. But it doesn't have to be a money thing, and it doesn't have to be a food thing. You can spend time together. A lot of colleges, a lot of universities have museums on the campus. A lot of those are free. A lot of them are inexpensive. A lot of art openings are also inexpensive. Quite often they have hors d'oeuvres, which is fabulous. And there are, if you're local to some of these things, there are hiking trails, there are parks, there are beaches. Some of those places require like a little donation to the cause because it does cost money to maintain the rules, maintain the trails, keep everything free from trash. But small donation to the cause, you can pack a lunch, get together. It's a lot of fun, free stuff to do. And those are a few of my go-tos. I really like hiking, so I really like getting out on the trails, getting outdoors, fresh air, always good. Love going with my friends. I have really, really great conversations with my friends when we go hiking together. I have great conversations with my kid when we go hiking together. So that's a big thing. One of the things that comes up is, what if we lose touch? What if we've been out of touch for a few years? Every friend I've ever had that I've lost touch with, anytime I message them and I'm like, hey, it's been a while, we should catch up. 100% of them, they're always happy to hear from me. And they always respond with something like, oh yeah, it has been a while, how are you? And I've never had really anybody be like, Andrea, it's been too long, why are you contacting me, leave me alone? Not that it doesn't happen, it's not impossible, but at the same time, generally, I would say don't let the fact that you've lost touch with somebody stop you from sending them a message and just say like, hey, it's been a while, let's get in touch. Or we haven't talked in a long time. I'd love to hear how you're doing. Um, don't let the time itself stop you. Let them say like, nah, nice to talk to you, but I'm a little busy right now. It's not the end of the world. It's fine. If somebody says that, move on to the next person. There are plenty of really, really great people in this world. Another thing I hear come up is people say, why do I have to be the one to keep in touch? How come I'm always the one that has to call? How come I'm always the one that has to email? And I've felt that there have been times where I felt this way myself too, but a long time ago I decided I don't mind being the person to keep in touch. I don't mind being the person. Maybe I have to be the one to call. The other person's just not going to be the one to call me. I generally have to call them. And that's okay. Life gets busy. We all get busy. And it's nice to have somebody to check in on you once in a while. So once you establish that, I learned this for myself. Once I kind of put that out of my mind and just decided, okay, why do I have to be the one to call everybody? Doesn't matter. You do. That's part of being a friend. That's part of having friends. And once you set that expectation up in your mind, and once you decide on it and put it out of your mind, there's no room for resentment. There's no room for feeling, I'm the glue. I'm the one that keeps everybody together. And after establishing that in my mind, I also discovered that in some of my groups of friends, these people are also friends with each other because they're friends with me. And I've kept everybody together and getting together and seeing each other and everything. So it's not a bad thing being the glue that holds everybody together. I've had a lot of people, they tell me they really appreciate it about me. And they've been happy to be in touch with all the groups that we've been in touch with. So it's okay to be the glue. It's okay to be the one. You're not being taken advantage of necessarily. I think life just gets busy for people. And I make a conscious effort to check in with my friends. I kind of, in my mind, think about, when I think about my friends, I think about how long it's been since I've talked to them. And if it's been too long for me, then I send out a message. And I try to keep in touch with everybody within a certain period of time. I do fall down on the job. It happens. But everybody's always happy to hear from me, even if it's been a long time. So it's okay to be the glue. Don't let it trouble you. Just make the decision. I'm that person. I'm the glue. I keep everybody together. It works out. If you don't want to be that person, it might be a while before you hear from people. There's so many things that keep us busy. Guys, there's kids, there's bake sales, there's fundraisers, there's work, there's bills, there's medical issues. There's so many things that keep all of us so busy. We all try our best. So let's all be patient with each other. Check in with each other. It's a beautiful thing to check in with your friends. Lastly, I would say cheer for your friends. Your friends are hosting an event, and it's a fundraiser, volunteer event, whatever. You don't necessarily have to be interested in the thing that they're involved in, but if your friend is doing it and you show up, help out, set up some chairs, mingle with some people, it's good for them and it lets them know that you care about them, and hopefully when you have an event, they'll come and cheer for you. But I definitely recommend cheering for your friends. If your friend is a musician and they're having a concert and you can go and watch them and cheer them on, or if your friend is in a play or running in a half marathon to raise funds for a certain cause, go cheer them on at the finish line. Some of the best experiences I've had are just from going somewhere simply to support my friends, but the events have been really fun events. So definitely recommend cheer for your friends. Hopefully they'll cheer for you too. In my experience, they do. A lot of my friends cheer me on. I really, really appreciate everybody's support. I love supporting my friends, and that community, it's a living, breathing thing that you have to feed. So I recommend it. And in order to have a good friend, you have to be a good friend. So highly recommend just all the things that you want from a friend. Make sure that you have those things in yourself. Make sure you care about your friends. Check in on your friends. It's a beautiful thing. Highly recommend it. So that's our video for today. Thank you everybody for watching. My kiddo says subscribe, and if you like the video, like it. If you, or I guess press the thumbs up thing. If you don't like it, definitely find a video that you do like and watch that instead. But thanks everybody for watching. Next video, hard to say which one. We have a couple of really, really great ones coming out. I'm excited about the one talking about just experience as a parent of a child who is suicidal. Very important note about that. Everything is okay. This is a situation that happened in the past, so we were able to work through it. I'm going to talk about my experience in working through it and the resources and how we had a happy ending. Hopefully other people have a happy ending too. So that's what's coming up next, hopefully. New website coming up. We've got new equipment. Hopefully you guys are noticing better lighting. Gonna work on doing better sound next time. I know sound, we've got a few issues with it, but stay tuned. Thanks for watching and have a beautiful day.